Yo, what's up, guys? Hopping in, gonna play some mono white painter. Hope you guys doing well. This is a great deck that I've kind of bouncing back and forth between the different variants, and this is something that I picked up. This is the one of the more recent lists I had seen. You guys know, for those of you that are familiar with mono white painter, pretty straightforward. I think the last list I ran had, I want to say, 4 Oswald, 3 Grindstone. I think the biggest change here is the 4 Swords and Plowshares main deck. Um, what else can we talk about? We do have, the utility artifacts. There's a great swath of them here. 2 grindstones, 3 vials, 4. I do like the swords in this deck. It's really good. Portable hole, nabs, a whole bunch of stuff. Mox diamonds, chrome moxen, whatever. Whatever, null rods. It goes deeper than that, but I'm just thinking of cards that, that I've been hitting with it. Mother of Runes, again, Bowmasters is a card. The Sultai Beans decks, really can really hit this deck up pretty well. But I think even with a turn 1 Sentinel and a timely Mother of Runes or whatever, if, in paired with Wasteland versus like a Sultai Beans deck, I think it's still a fine card. It really is. It doesn't scare me. I'm not like, oh, I'm going to cut it, trim it. No, it's what it is. Part of the deck, I guess. And they are 1-drops, so it's just Mother of Runes is great with Painter and all that stuff. So. ECanonist, another great card in this deck. Ingenious Smith, fabulous magic card. This card is one of the most fun cards in this deck. Top 5, right? Top 4, sorry. Puts it on. And mind you, it gets pumped too. This guy gets pretty big with the Ancient Dens to it. It's once a turn. So with a vial out, you can end the turn vial in something that's an artifact or painter or whatever, and just kind of like maybe try to get a couple hits on this card in a cycle. What else? So Oswald, you guys know Oswald. Tinkers. You can tinker away a Mox Opal. You can tinker away an Ancient Den. Get 1-drops, whether they be the utility artifacts, all that stuff. I'll go over this quickly. Aether Vial is fantastic. Now, utility artifacts, of course, Golgari NO goes a long way here. Main deck. Retrofitter Foundry is a great card. This pumps your artifacts. It also pumps the Ingenious Smith when an artifact comes into play. Just blocking against a control deck is really good. Can make flyers. What else? Pithy Needle main deck comes up a lot. It's great to have this card in the deck. It's just really, really good. It's not good enough, I think, in right as we speak now in a mono red shell or a red shell for that matter. The slots are tight, but the card is just a welcome card in any kind of utility card deck like this. Hope of Garipur, this card's really shined for me. It's a one-drop legendary flyer. This card comes up where it's also legendary, where you can bounce it with Caracas. You can bounce. You can block, bounce, file it back in. Weld it back in. You can do all types of stuff. This card's pretty sweet. Plus, it's kind of mitigation against combo, and I love that it's in this deck. Down to 2 grindstones, which I like. That's that side of things. We have Oswald. I talked about Painter, Grindstone, Crucible of Worlds. You can tinker into eventually. This card's great with Urza Saga and Wastelands, right? So between Mother of Runes, Esper Sentinel, these 1-drops. Mother of Runes is just great in general with Painter and all the other stuff in the deck. Esper Sentinel, you guys know how powerful this card is in Legacy or any kind of format in general. You have your removal, you have Ingenious Smith, which gives you card advantage, and this guy gets big on its own, like 5/5, 6/6s. It's really good. It's a great card. It's one of the engines on the deck. ECanonist is another great card. You'd be surprised at how many times a guy taps out for a Murktide region on his turn, and you go to Swords at end step, there's nothing he can do, or however the patterns go, whether you go to do something in your turn, he force of wills it or whatever it is. However it works, ECanonist can be a lock piece. It's a great card in general. It's just a fantastic magic card. Oswald, Crucible, so all that stuff. The lands, Ancient Dens, these artifacts. This land here deals damage to a target of blocking creature, which rarely comes up. Wastelands, go to the sideboard. Deafening Silence is a great card. I do like having this. This is, Surge of Salvation too. These are cards that are newer to the sideboard. This card here is fantastic. I'm mostly excited about this card. A lot of cards are coming out now in white, in these white shells, and I say that I'm the opinion that why try to fix a thing that's not broke. This thing is it's a perfect deck. It comes out great. So all these cards that are trying to switch things up. I mean, Umezawa's Jit, Stoneforge Mystic. I like the way the deck plays out as a painted combo deck with all these other things in the middle of it that can also pivot. I don't know. What I'm trying to say is cards like this that make it into the deck into the sideboard. I'm a fan of because um, they work well with the plan more or less. So this card here in particular, it hits, Murderous Cut because that's out there. Fatal Push is out there. Bowie Boys is out there. Meltdown's out there. Plus, you get Hexproof, right? You Impermanence. So for 1 white, this card is phenomenal. What is it? Golgari, Witherbloom, the Witherbloom command that hits. I had a Pithy Needle out the other day for Pernicious Deed. The guy goes to Witherbloom command it, and I Surge of Salvation to save my ass because certain cards like PD are a bane to this deck. So, but this card's great. Highly excited about that card. Hushbringer, Reprieve, which I'm not a fan of in this deck. I don't know why this card's in there. I mean, I do kind of, but I'm just not a huge fan of it. I think it's cool. Draws a card. Spirit of the Labyrinth. I mean, imagine for like Doomsday and other stuff. I mean, returns target spell. So, I mean, it's okay. I just don't think this deck wants to hold up 2 mana. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I think you want to just add to the board. I think with a deck like this, things that just remove or just make it harder for the opponent. If it's a Doomsday, try and return to their hand or whatever. I think between ECanonist and Wasteland, things like that. Anyway, Spirit of the Labyrinth is in there for the control decks more or less. Leyline of the Void, Grafdigger's Cage, Phyrexian, Revoker, and that should round that out. Revoker's pretty cool. It's non-land, mind you, which does come up quite a bit when you want to name like Urza Saga or you want to name like Thespian Stage. I mean, you have Pithy Needle main deck here, but I have a blast with this deck. Nothing feels better than having like Wasteland in this deck. Wasteland is so good. You forget, like I'm a Goblins player, I'm a red player, so it's like, oh, I need Fury, I need Goblin Welder to well back that thing that you just countered or removed or whatever it is. You can't really do that with this deck, but what you can do is fucking waste their ass, and that's a blast. It's like, again, another huge upside to things like this is Wasteland. You'd be surprised how far, and I'm not like a huge, D&T guy, but this deck here is just, I think the suite of cards is amazing. I really do like it. I'm not just saying that because it's got Painter in it. I just think that Oswald is a fantastic card. I think that having an Aether Vial in the deck is great. I think Esper Sentinel is a cool effect. It's an artifact. But what I was saying was like Wasteland is such a good strategy and way to kind of like take the opponent off of certain things. A lot of the sequencing with Wasteland too is, do you want to dispatch the Ingenious Smith first and off 2 mana and then waste them, or do you want to waste them right away? Goblins is a tough matchup with this deck. A lot of times, even with the Wastelands, you can rebuild fast enough. So let's be on the place, see if we can do a nice league today. Please. Yeah, it's fantastic. I don't know what the guy's on. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to play. If I don't play Soul Guide Lantern and it's reanimated, then I'm sorry. I can always play that next turn. But usually when I see a Soul Guide Lantern in my opener, I won't play it. I am going to start with Aether Vial. It's the best card in this deck. I don't see too much best card in this hand, basically, to start with. I don't see too much prismatic endings as of late, whereas I used to see quite a bit of them. A couple, like when this deck was like kind of like being, when I was playing this deck prevalently, it was more, 4 copies prismatic endings, but you just don't see as much of it anymore. So it feels better to run out Aether Vials or turn 1 Grindstones, whereas before it was not. A lot of what you see on MTGO is all over the place. I don't want to say too much. It's a lot of Goblin stuff. It's a lot of salt type beans, things like that. You guys see my videos, so you guys know. I'll start with the basic planes, and I'll start with Aether Vial. Aether Vial, F6. That's not good. Let's see what's up. Ancient Tomb deck. All right, so I'm not dead. Chalice on 1. Does that resolve? Yeah, it resolves. That's pretty bad for me, though. That's a good draw. So I have a bunch of shit to do here. I can actually outdo this guy. Um, I could start with the Ancient Den, pump my Genius Smith once, but this I'll just do this now. I was gonna do it in his turn, but this pumps him once. Gets around the vial as well. I have a good mind to keep that on one. But I want to put the Ingenious Smith in, so and make creatures. So it looks like a Goblins deck, more or less. Another deck I'm just really starting to dislike because of the way it plays out. You know, it's always sticker Goblin, always it's just the payoffs. It's a belligerent deck. I'm learning to absolutely despise this deck just as much as Initiative because everybody's playing it online and it's silly, stupid, silly, good, and it's like it's fucking Goblins. It's like, come on, it's good. I'm not saying it's not good, but here we are. Don't mistake me for a guy that would complain about anything. I don't complain. I'll tell you when a good deck is good. I will, but think about it. When Goblins is a combo deck, it's crazy. So what do you get? Could be another Muxus or something like that. I gotta actually find Painter. So I'm gonna pump my guy to a 3/3. Battle Cry. Okay. So if I draw a Wasteland, I'm in really good shape here. I'll go to 2. Oh, that's good. So I was thinking earlier, what I could have done was I could have wild in Genius Smith and then played Ancient Den and get 2 pumps. But he's got 2 cards in. Maybe I could just like afford to do that. Kind of a deciding factor here. 2, 3. He has to have a great hand. I think I still waste him here. No. See if I draw a Painter. I need 3 mana. So it's better to waste him here, right? So I don't die. I don't think he can beat me here, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did. I'll be honest with you. I just wouldn't be surprised. It would have to be Soul Land, or it has to be like Name Sticker Goblin into Soul Land. Watch the Soul Land. So there's actually 7 more in his deck. He's like, I got a Chalice of the Void out, so he can't get Grindstone. He can't cast it. So the Wasteland was a great draw there. God bless me. Plus, I get to pump my guys. You can only do it once a turn. Emrakul? Main deck? Back at him too. Alright. So nothing out of the ordinary. Broadside Bombardier is a card you don't watch to pain the balls. I heard some guys like bringing in Hushbringer. I think the card's actually worth it, which sucks, but this is one of the worst matchups in my opinion that I've been having trouble with. I'll bring in Hushbringer. I hate to do it though. Cut Crucible. ECanonist could be good too, right? Um, Portable Hole's fine. We'll keep that in play. Let's go to the sideboard here. Let's go here. Um, Needle, I could name Trash Master. I'll cut Hope of Giriper, and I'll cut Retrofitter Foundry. I'll cut Needle. Bring in one more card. I mean, Mom is really bad. Not really bad. I mean, they have Pyrokinesis, and they also have the. I just think a Surge can come in, and I'll cut Sentinel for another Surge. I could bring in Reprieve. It doesn't counter any spells. We'll just try this. Revoker. I could try that. We'll try this. I need a Swords in my opener. It'd be good. Hushbringer turn 2. Any Wastelands are fine. This fucking hand. I can't keep this. I mean, Soul Guide just doesn't do much for me. This card's good. Um, my best cards are Wasteland and Swords here. I kind of want a Swords first. Oh, this fucking deck. Thing is with this deck too, there's no really fast mana, like Lotus Petals or any Simian Spirit Guides or any of that stuff. So these are the cards I want to see to start. Swords would be my best draw, I think, and this deck is just so filthy. It just is. It gets me aggravated because I'm already watching the kid think about how he wants to sequence things. It's like, Broadside Bombardier is a card that just kills me. It's aggravating. This is like a Rabble Master. I don't think I make it through this turn. This is actually, I'm dead. Like, there's nothing I can do. Nothing I can do. Okay, it's a start. I mean, I just lose. Try to preview. I don't even like this card. Uh, I could bring in Pithaniel here. So I just need to get a pass turn 1 here, but they never do, so. Chalice would be great here. Oh, that's great. The shot here. I hate to have to play against a deck where like my shot is them not drawing well. You know what I mean? I can't draw planes though, if I can tell you that. If I win here, I think I might be able to. Be close. I think it's a great tempo play here. So this gets around counter magic. I'll bounce this. Fucking asshole. That's a great draw. Could be the win there. Like a violin, Oswald trying to win. He doesn't have pyrokinesis. Fucking dopey magic. It really is. It's just so sad. It's so bad. Another deck that literally is part of the format now, just like Red Prison became part of the format. And I know it's fun, it's cool, but it's just, I don't know. I mean, do I respect it? I mean, I don't know. It's cool. I have a lot more respect for a Goblins player that plays Goblins and uses them as tools. So, as long as he doesn't give him haste, I win. You can give him haste here, right? So fucking So, yeah. Anyway, that was fun. That's one of the toughest matchups. What do you guys do for this deck? I mean, Solitude, fucking Wrath of God. Ooh, fucking love it. See if I can make. If I was in the play, bro, forget it. Almost unstoppable. Reanimator. Boo. Oh, it's Crixus. Good. This might be a good game. Nice. No TRC. Oh, well, it's not. So it's Storm. I lose, right? Oh, what's this? Song creation? Okay. First die. So you get. What do you get? The green guy as well. Nice. Yeah, you got it. Good game. Let's see what he saw. I should have a good sideboard against this guy. So he saw my saga. He probably still thinks I'm painter. We'll bring in Deafening Silence, right? And Leyline will come in. You know why I'm laughing? Fuck it. Alright, so let me just cut some cards. So I'm gonna leave in some swords. If there's any card I leave in, it's gonna be swords. Hope of Garrett will be good here. But these cards here I don't need. Like I don't need Retrofitter Foundry. Vial Swords, Portable Hole I could do. Mom is just terrible. Everything else is pretty good. Right? There's no other cards I really need. I mean, 4 swords sucks, but they sometimes bring in like the 4-drop there, the menace, do I bring in Revoker? I don't even know what I revoke. Nothing. Cage. Reprieve might be bad, not be bad. Let's bring in Reprieve. And Spirit. And what I say was bad? What did I just say was bad? Let me cut. I'll leave in 2 swords, which is fine. Surge. Oh, I get hexproof, right? You and permanents you control gain hexproof. Oh, definitely bring in this card. Sorry. I hate cutting whole, but I'm gonna have to. I have one more cut. I'll cut Aussie maybe. I'm just bringing in shit. Like Spirit isn't even that good, but might help. Let's try this. Can't keep this in. I have them all. I'm gonna give this thing a second to clear out. I just can't. This hand doesn't do much. If I had a Canonist in this hand, I'd keep it, but I can't keep this hand. Ah, I have to keep this hand. thought seizes me, he's gonna take Canonist. I'll just take rid of. I just think swords is just so bad. Um, ooh, that card's good here. Yeah. Ooh, pass. I guess he. I guess blowing your load on like a song here is pretty much where you want to be. Let's see what happens. I mean, that was 2 Lotus Petals and all that fast mana. All he has is Suspend Guy as well. 1 spell a turn is good for me. Ooh, that's good too. Draw Painter here. Discard his hand. Oh, he drew Tendril. He has a guy is what? How suspended is this card? 4? Alright, let's go. Now I'm not gonna name fucking blue, trust me, because I've done this. I'll just name I'll name white, right? I'll name white. Or I'm not gonna name black, it's the same thing with Veil of Summer. There's nothing you can really do here, right? Unless you draw like Boseiju. White. I've been playing this deck for over 2 years now, and I still like hesitate. That card's excellent. No, I thought it was the other card. I thought it was Surge. Alright, good game. Stressful, man. That's why this deck lacks, like, that's the one thing I do remember with this deck is lacking, like, free spells. I mean, I could run Mind Break Trap. Maybe I should have, but I don't know. Maybe you just don't do that. So, I get my biggest his running song of creation. Doesn't matter what I not bring in. I do bring in here. Ley line of the void is gonna be good just to at least stop me from dying. I think so. He's gonna remember all this shit. I think swords is so bad here. I'll cut one. I'll just bring portable home. I might have to keep this hands. Ugh. I gotta. I'll go with my thinking. I guess like needle doesn't do shit. Maybe I have to mull this. The only thing I'm thinking is I have. So I'll go with my thoughts. Like I technically have a mull to like 3 here or 4. Leyline will stop me from I think dying on turn 1 or close to it. Like it's a big mitigator for a lot of things. Um, I don't have a Canonist until turn 2 anyway, so I have 2 draw steps till I find one. Um, or I could rip a Deafening Silence, which is there's 2 of, so I basically have 5 cards to draw into. Now, what's the benefit of me mulling right now? Like, if I mulligan and find an Ether Sworn Canonist, like, what do I do? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I mull this. I think I should mull this hand though. I basically have dead cards here. Ooh, his hand is excelente. This is good. I just get rid of Grindstone here, right? What a mull. This ley line is going to be so helpful. I'm just telling you right now. I have 1, 2, 3. I have. This is so helpful. I should just get rid of Esper Sentinel then, right? But if he thought seizes me, he'll take silence. Let's get rid of Grindstone. So Thoughtseize will take silence, Grindstone. At least I'll have a 1-drop in Sentinel, so I'll just put down Grindstone. Right? Yeah. Lucky dude. This is my fucking. My win con will be Canonist. Might have a Boseiju here too. Oh. Okay. What do you get? I might have to use my Wasteland here. Or Canonist is really good too, so I'll play Canonist. Clearly. What's this card do? I know it's Hour of Devastation. I want to see what the fucking thing does. What do I do? I'm pressing right here. Right, so it's bounce a permanent. Okay. You have 5 cards. Another good one. Okay, there's my win con, and see how he plays. I have all three of my hate pieces out. God bless me. He hits LED. He just hits LED. I don't think I waste him here, do I? I don't think I waste him, or do I? So he has that consign card in his hand. Now I could draw Surge if I want to here off his consign to give myself hexproof, or it's hexproof from not blue though, right? Because I everything's on white because of Veil Summer from him. Um, but what I could do is draw into a Surge if I need to coming up here. So we'll see how this goes. I do have two of them in my deck. What else do I have? I could have drawn main phase here to maybe draw another Deafening Silence, but I couldn't cast it anyway because of Deafening Silence. So I draw a card here. See if he. He lets me draw a card. I'll bounce that. Sure. bounce my ECanonist, right? Um, can't even read that fucking thing. Let me just read Surge one more time. This kid's got a good hand. I don't think I can stop that. Let me just read it real quick. You and permanents you control gain hexproof. You and permanents gain hexproof. So, you and target permanent. Let me just read that one more time. Just draw a card here now, right? All right, I got lucky. Fucking games. You gotta go for it there. I think I give these decks way too much respect than I should. I know it's a great deck, but I'm like the top strap on my Nike. You know the Velcro is loose, real loose, because I'm nervous, too nervous. I'm just used to the worst case scenarios. I always like it's always what's the saying? Pray for the worst, hope for the I don't know whatever it says. But I literally I'm always you should see the shit that happens. You know I wouldn't be surprised if I died. I don't even know. On a white. See that board? Here I am getting the guys. There's like 37 guys out there. Like, oh, this kid's crazy. Look at his board. There's no way he can die. Listen to me. I know. Just I wouldn't be surprised if what comes out of these decks. So that card Surge is pretty good here. This card here is very good in this deck. You impermanents you control gain hexproof until end of turn. That card's excellent for one white. That card is busted. I mean, just think about it. I mean, it's such a versatile card. You impermanents you control gain hexproof. So you can't die from a storm count. Permanents are just hexproof. And then prevent all damage that black and red sources would deal to you, to creatures. So it's like, the card's great. I mean, I'm not a huge. You don't really see too many like pump spells and shit like you do in Infect, but like that card there in particular is really good. I'll be able to play. Yeah, we'll try this. I'll start with the Soul Banger. Fuck it. Kids on Reanimator, I lose, right? If I don't play it. And then I'll start with like I'll jam an Oswald if I get an opportunity. Okay, I did think he was in green white depths. I forgot about this. Okay, so I kind of might want to name Wasteland here, but we'll see. I think I might have to. I think I can beat him. This is important how I sequence this. I do want to get a needle out. playing Wasteland here. I do play my own Wastelands, but I think it's better here. Or what does he have? He has a Knight. I have removal. The Grist gets me here, but I'm not going to name Grist. I'll just name Wasteland. And hopefully I can beat him down hard enough where my creatures trump his shit. So I'll leave that Dryad Arbor alone for now. Off some fat dudes. Collect the Roof kills me. I can float a white though. You already went through one green, son? Fuck that fucking card. Okay? Sure. He's leaving this for Painter. He's not going to bother with my stuff. I have that Swards. That's good. It's like a crop rotation. Coming in. Take two. This thing blocks too. It's a flyer. If I had a Caracas out, I can go wacko. Um, I have to kill this thing now. I should have played the Hope there. I made a mistake. So he does have. I need to use his swords. I can even block with the Hope. I don't think it's right. Maybe I should have. I made a creature there, but I didn't see the crop rotation out yet, so I gotta sword this stupid thing now. Because of Legolas is whatever it is. This thing flips too, right? Oh, it's the beginning of the end step? It did flip, alright, good. This card always confuses me. So, and you have a Wasteland, and you don't blow up something too. You got it, buddy. Okay, this is looking fine for us. Swards. I think I should back off creatures for a few minutes. all the mana I need, 4 mana. So kind of one of those swords at night though. The knight needs to go. I'm gonna do that now because of all this shit. Um, I'm just gonna keep making creatures. Maybe I shouldn't, but I probably should. I think with the Outland Liberator like this, he can just hit my painter if I find one. Oswald's really good too, but I think with the Wasteland out too, I think it's just worth making a fatty. Yeah. This might be the deciding factor I actually punt this game away, but I'm just gonna play it like this anyway. I have Retrofitter Foundry 2. Okay, you can play what? All that stuff. This is gonna get scary for me a little bit. So kind of need to find some stuff here. Probably still playing this wrong. Um, it's that. So that'd be 22, 24, 25. I make a creature token there, right? Oh, I miscounted there. Damn, it could be the game. He actually blocked and sacked the other one, so I should have played the creature there anyway. Another fucking crazy game. Me fucking sweating. Uh, will come in. All these cards are good. I almost want to cut a Sentinel. What cards am I looking at? Like Collector Roof here? Um, I don't know if I want to keep Sentinel in. One on the draw. Is Grafticus Cage, is it worth the card? Let me bring this in for the other Sentinel, I think. He stops Green Sun Zenith, right? Canonist I can cut. I'll cut Canonist and I'll leave 2 Sentinels in for artifact count. I'll try this. Sentinel can be good too, but it's good for a pod target too, so Might not be smart, but I think it might be. I'm gonna hold this thing. And then I'll play a Smith next turn. Slow him down a little bit. I don't want to expose my grindstone. This could be bad for me. I can get a few things here. Could have Force of Vigor too. I'm so far away from taking Crucible Worlds here. Land. So he's just gonna get Wastelands. He's gonna get the combo. So I know he has the swords. So I'll just use my mana here. Force of Vigor sucks. If you want to go 2 cards, you can do that too. I know Green Sun sucks too, but I just think that, this is a setup here. So crop rotation. Okay. So he's gonna want to use this thing. I'm just gonna have to push him through it here. Um, this could get me into trouble with Okay, so you kill that. That's fine. Um, so now you can't. You have the swords on your main phase here. Unless you have Force of Vigor, so that's really good. Actually, you get a Savani here. So I think, let's see how this goes. You have 3 cards left. Bad attack. Sorry, he had the crop rotation, which is fine. Did have the swords, okay. Oh, I could play Caracas too. Bugging. Hmm. I have to waste this thing again. I'll play Painter here. Could be a collector roof here. Sure. More sweat. Sweating to the oldies today. More sweat. You get to see me sweat. This deck is cool. I like this deck, but was it right to hit the Yavamayas? I think so. Could always wait for like a Dark Depths type thing, but I tend to play a little more aggressive like that, I guess. That card Yavamaya is a great fucking Magic card in that deck. It's so good. He's sweaty too. Hand's good. Keep it. Another planes would be nice. On the play would be nice with the planes. Another planes. That's all I want. I don't even want a saga. I want a planes. That's what I want. Planes. I want to draw a planes. See what kind of deck this is. Ooh, nice. You have to play a little magic. Okay. This is going to be a Golgari deck. I start with Grindstone here, right? I don't care about Mom. I want a 1-drop. It's gonna be Grindstone, so. And then I can see what I draw here. I might have to just take a turn off here and waste them or swords, whatever. Grist sucks. Green Sun, whatever. This game's gonna get. I need to draw land drops. Like, it needs to happen. You know what I mean? There's no Furies in my deck or any of that stuff, which is cool. Now, if he doesn't make a land drop here, which he does, Green Sun, I'm gonna have to ignore the. I'm gonna have to ignore. Right. It doesn't look good for me here. He's got 3 cards left. That Wasteland's gonna be really good here. And then I have to swords this thing, right? I'm gonna Wasteland him. I have to swords this thing. Might not be right, but I have to anyway. You can get Guy's Cradle again and go off, and then I just lose. So maybe that's wrong. Fucking knows. Been a while since I've played like this, more or less. What's this? I guess you can pod into something here, which is gonna set me back. But let's see how it goes. Maybe I was missequenced there. The swords could have gone to the Fiend Artisan here. I think it had to go to the Elf because I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Gonna have to stop podding into some stuff. Lands are good, dude. I'm not gonna worry about Mom. I'm gonna play out a Painter and just play lands, bro. Lands basics are good. I'm worried about a. I'm gonna have to. Let's play out Painter here. He's gonna have to play out a. I'll name Black here because they play Snuff Out, right? Yeah. So can he pod it? Cause he can't even pod into a. Okay. Guy's Cradle. Okay. He has Endurance. It sucks for me. Okay. Must have Endurance. He can flash it in upkeep though, but he has to use all his mana. Unless he has a green card in hand, which I think he does. I know these guys play Wasteland, so I don't want to kill myself here. If I play this out, I'm just going to play basic. Fuck it. Play there's no Endurance. Must have Endurance here. Let's count how many he's got in his graveyard. Invigorate. 1 Endurance, 2 Endurance, 3 Endurance. There's 3 Endurance in his graveyard. Hardcast that bitch, or you gonna pitch? So that's good. So when you throw away a natural order, that's good. Does he have any removal in his deck? Main deck? Do they even pack that anymore? There's a Bog. Grist they have, main deck. Wasteland, which is incredible. Target yourself, okay. You can pod too, it sucks. You have that's a potable it's like a yeah, you can get a if I rip the swords I can do well here, right? That's such a shame. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm just dead. Alright, game. Happens. You see the way I top deck. Nature of the beast. No pun intended. Alright, good game. Let's sideboard here. Revoker seems to get a pretty good card here. They play Green Sun, right? So Grafticus Cage comes in. Um, creatures entering the battlefield. What does he have that really enters that I care about? Not much, right? I mean, there's some stuff. Alright, so let's cut some cards. Crazy. Endurance, huh? No Fury in this deck, so I'm gonna play a different way. Soul Banger is okay. I can kind of take him off of like the Fiend Artisan. Foundry, I'll cut the Hope. I'll trim on a Mom. Actually, you know what? Let me trim on an Esper Sentinel. Let me trim on a Canonist. I don't really like that card in this game. Actually, you know what? Canonist is good because it takes him off a natural order. But I also have... No. It doesn't take him off natural order. Cage does. Let me go back to Mom. Creatures entering the bat. I mean, I could take him off of like an Atraxa, which I don't think is good enough. Surge might not be too bad here. I still think that card's good enough for this deck. I have Mom in here. Candace might not be a bad card here. And I can cut... Let me cut Retrofitter Foundry. Let's go. This would be a good game. It's too bad I lost that one, but I'll take it. Like, it's fine. Like, I can't cry, even though I want to cry. I just can't. Crying's natural. It's a natural thing. And men cry. I can cry. Weep. Cry. Here we go. We'll play. I can't mull this, really. I mean, I just can't mull this hand, right? These guys play Wasteland, which is disgusting. Fucking Wasteland. Some guys might even bait out something there. I'll play right into his... I need black here, right? For like Snuff Out. Do they even play Snuff Out still? What do they play? What do they play, guys? I don't even know. Wasteland, Grist, all that shit. No Blood Moon in this deck either. Which sucks, so... I can't even sandbag a Painter, really. If he wants to waste me, he can. I don't want to put out another Sentinel. Now I could hit like Needles and shit and Grindstones. I could hit like Ether. I just feel like I want to run out. So if he wastes me next turn, he's down to 2 mana. The problem is Collector Roof, and I don't want to run that out yet. So I'll run a Painter out. I'll force the issue, some would say. I mean black. At least a Wasteland. That's fine. And then you have what? I don't feel good about this game right now. Maybe next turn I lose. I could look for a Grafticus Cage here. What's he have? Okay. This doesn't look the greatest for me. It could be okay. I'm not even going to waste time making creatures. A Swords is really good here. I think I look for a Grafticus Cage here. Or I leave up Swords. Which I can do either or. So let me start with Genius Smith. So what lands am I looking to hit? I'm gonna leave up my basic here. So I'm trying to think if I get blown out of this game, if I should play Saga right now or not. Saga will get me another whack at Grindstone with a painter out, and maybe the swords will buy me a turn from like. Let me just play this out. Oh, you know what? That was wrong. So fucking wrong. So Gaia's Cradle. Let me just pass up with swords up. Intuitively. Nazis, bro. He's gonna take my swords. If he doesn't take my swords, he'll take my Ingenious Smith. 4 reds. Guy's Cradle. Still gets me. I think I just make him run something out here. And then I can get a needle, or I can get a Graph Digger's Cage myself. Legolus's leg up. Okay. Or was that Invigorate? And you can take my Smith. Let's see how this game pans out. It's kind of a wish-wash, tit-for-tat stuff, kind of like tempo, fuck up, this, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm going to try to get a Graph Digger's Cage out if I need to, yeah. We'll see what happens. Oh, he gave it to me? Oh, neat. Okay, take it. Yeah. I talk a lot. All these bad circumstances, the fucking sky's falling on me, and so Hexproof, Surge of Salvation, I don't get Thoughtseize out of the game. Is it better than any of these cards? Probably not. Is it better than a Canonist on the draw for 2 mana? Probably. Is it better than Crucible of Worlds? I mean, Worlds. It's like if I'm getting to turn 4 and 5, you know, and I draw. I would rather draw a fucking Surge. Do I? I don't even know. I think Canonist is too good here. A Reprieve on the draw again. Let's run this Surge. I just think this card could be good. Like, I just don't want Crucible in this main deck. Definitely Silence, no. Hushbringer, no. Reprieve, no. Like, I have 1 card to bring in. I would just rather 1 Surge. At least that stops a Thoughtseize or a, let's try it. God bless me. Sam's gonna have to do it. Let's see how cagey he gets. This basic is key. Key man. So no, I have a feeling a basic Baya is gonna come out. Wasteland is excellent. I love this Wasteland in this deck. I love it. It's so thrilling to have Wasteland. It's just such a good deck to have Wasteland in. Ooh. Play it, please. You did not see Wasteland out of me yet, do I? if it's a trap to play my den. I want to turn on this Mox Opal early. So here I could tinker fast, get like a needle or something if I need to. Um, I have this planes, which is excellent. I can needle that thing if I need to coming up here. We'll see how it goes. 5 cards. That's good too. I can get a painter out here as well. And he's got 5 cards. Um, I mean, if he sacks a creature, I mean, I think I can get around this card now. So that's pay X and something. So it has to be, he needs to have 1, 2, 3 mana. 1, 2, he needs to actually draw a land next turn. I don't think, I do tinker for painter here. I could tinker for a needle. I can also play cage and get out of that. Oh, actually, you know, cage stops that. Okay, sorry. I'm bugging as usual. As fucking usual. So I can tinker. Well, I'm sorry. Bugging again. One second. Let me just make sure. Creature cards and grave can't enter the back. Okay, so I almost fucked that up. Forgive me, Father. I'll get a painter here. Painter, I mean black here, I guess. And I can go ECanonist. It's painful, isn't it? Again, I was going to cast Candace, but I decided last second to not. I should have sequenced that where I could have got a 2-2 there, but we'll see how it goes. Might be. I can also tinker for a Soul Guide Lantern if I draw mana, so he gets around endurance. Word. I thought he got a Dryad Arbor off that. GG's, bro. What did he get? He hit a Dryad Arbor off of completely whiff on a land off that OAT. He found a land off that. He found a I just drew Wastelands. That's the problem. I don't think he saw that. Reveals Dryad Arbor with Once Upon a Time. I'll show you guys. I know you guys don't give a shit, but right there. Reveals Dryad Arbor with Once Upon a Time. Alright, good games. Match fifth. Alright, let's just jump in, dude. Play league match. Sweaty motherfucker right here. I'm just sweaty boy. Don't worry, I sweat. You hear me. It's all, I run the gamut of emotion. I'm emotional. I talk about emotion all the time. My fingers tapping, you know what I mean? All types of shit. You should see me in paper. I'm shuffling, dude. Like, flicking. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I get shit all over my sleeves. You ever see those fucking... My sleeves, dude. Crazy. I'm always going crazy. You know, the little, like, flap. People take their thumb, just like rip the corners of that guys, like slap it against each other, like, you know, I'm tapping the table with my knuckle. Ever see those kids? Like, they're like this. You know, it's like wasteland etiquette. It's like, how do you wasteland somebody? I take the wasteland like this. I pinch. I'm a pincher. Come in close, nice, slowly. Wasteland, just wasteland with a lightning bolt. Get the bolt, flag the bolt a little bit. You know, come in like this. Bolt. All right, let's see what happens. This hand might be good enough. I go for Mark's Opal shit here. Completely lose this game if I don't resolve and Aether Vial. This is a risky hand. Maybe I should have mulled this. I'm too... They give me a hand like this to just like completely fucking... I think I'm death and taxes here. Okay, that resolves. That's excellent. Given the hand here, I just don't think it's worth a keep here, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so it's a Mox deck. Cool. Or looks like it's a fast green-white lands deck, it looks like. Okay. Did I have to waste this guy here? I can always find lands with Aether Vial if he doesn't kill it. If he kills my Aether Vial, I lose. I can't give the kid Saga territory here because it just gets out of hand. I would like to ignore it and play like... Okay. I can find like an Ancient Den off this thing. Ooh, that's an Ancient Den. Ooh, is that good? We have a Containment Priest. The Hope is not a bad card here. I mean, I don't have plans on playing the Sentinel here. I'd rather have the Hope to block a flyer. Take this fucking thing. Play this. I'm wondering if I just... So So can he kill me here? Crop rotation, flow to green. This blocks a flyer. I don't know if I like that play. Tabby. I'm gonna play Crucible Worlds. That's gonna happen. So oh my lord. I get a Mox Opal here. I think. I don't know if that's correct, but um, I think a Mox Opal in case I get wasted out of the game. You see, he might have a I haven't played a land yet, so that's really good. In case he has a oh my fucking god. Um, ready to play the land. Pay attention here. Pretty fucking good. On one. Could have made a 1-1 there as a mistake. I have plans on wasting them anyway, so. Sure. Uh-oh. I've got swords, which is really good, thankfully. Can I win next turn? I think I can, so let's see what happens. Canonist. I don't think I can really lose here. Pod for a grindstone here. Just want to make sure I don't lose to bullshit. Then if he wastes me, it sucks. So if he... I still have the Wasteland, so it doesn't matter. Alright, game. Wow, Crucible, doing some work. More sweating. Bless me. I don't really have a board for this. I think my main deck is fine, right? There's not a card I want to bring in. Everything here is good. Soul Guide Lantern is really good. Foundry can make Doctor tokens. Pith and Needle names, Thespian Stage, whatever it is. Vial's really good. Swords is good. Mom is the weakest card. Sentinel's one. These are the weakest cards here. Candace too, but there's not a card I want to bring in. Revoker is a non-land card. So I just don't know if I need that card. It's going to be tough not to give a remove. I have portable holes. I have to draw well. Surge of Salvation is not something I want to do. Hushbringer flies, and Reprieve is bad, so. There you go. My Wastelands are going to be key here. Under his sphere, I'm going to try to trap him. That's like going to be my. I would like to see that happen. But I don't want to see sphere, but if I have to, I'll try to trap him with Wastelands. A mulligan. shit hand. It's got basics in it, so I'm gonna keep this hand. I'm gonna put down Mom. Yeah, because their creature tokens are just colorless, so basics are key here. I need to have 2 basics. That's a huge plus. I wish I didn't see 2 of these. I would have to stick it. I wouldn't mind like a see how this goes. It's gonna be a tough game for me, I think, but we'll see. Okay. A sphere. A Sylvan Library. Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! God bless me. See what he has. I would love a couple Wastelands here, whatever. What? I don't know if that was worth it there. Could have been though. Still thinking a Mox Diamond off his Saga is really good for him. So we'll see. It's good. I still think I play out a basic here. Um, I'll play out the Saga here. It's fine. Log me? Sure. So you're gonna get your own Wasteland here? Sure. Sure. So it's here. Force of Vigor kills me here. I draw a card. Good. I have to worry about Pithing Needle, which is gonna suck. Maybe a reason to fucking hold the the other portable hole here, so I could maybe get out of this though. I have no other answers to Pithing Needle. Sure. I'm gonna have to attack him myself here. You might want to get a Mox Diamond. Could have held that portable hole. I should have thought that out a little better. Yeah, I was thinking of this either. Okay, game 3. Grindstone. Okay. He has to hit his own Pithing Needle, I guess, but still pretty good. And a Rishid Import. Okay. He has 0 cards in hand, and you make a creature. So that's a 3/3. I get to sack the zone, I guess. I don't know. I draw Wasteland, it's fine, but still I'm behind. I need something really good here. I think like it starts with like a Ingenious Smith, Painted Grindstone type thing. Wasteland's good. Draw. I have to kill this thing. Hold me hostage there. Maybe I should have killed that. Probably should have. It's an expedition map. Okay. I'm playing terribly right now. I don't think I'm gonna win this game anyway. So let's start. It's 8 damage. Oh, he has it on Grindstone. Um, yeah, I uh, I played into a lot of hasty shit, so that's all I have for answers for Pithing Needle here. So that's tough. And I drew a lot of lands, but still I should have held this. Hitting the Mox Diamond was kind of cool, but in retrospect, it just wasn't good here. So what's he get? Seju. See what I draw. I don't think there's anything I can really do here. I need to draw like a Genius Smith into like, I don't even know. Oswald. Yeah, next game. Kind of punted that. I blew my load on Portable Hole too hard. Shouldn't have done that. And I think either way, it didn't come together. Good game. Kind of sloppy on my end. this again. I even drew well. Um, I think I can name with that. I can bring this in from Mox Diamond, right? I don't know why I didn't do that last time. Oh, these hands, you guys are fucking killing me, dude. Killing me. The two worst cards in my deck. I grab them. Card's fine. See, it's fine. These hands are good. Okay. Now I could name Mox Diamond or Free Vote. I'm just gonna cast this thing. I whiffed. Maybe I shouldn't have played that like that. Should have held that maybe. He has a Wasteland. He's got me. What did he just play? Oh, he cracked the Blast Zone? That's smart. Um, can name. I think I play a fat creature here. Oh, I can't even play that, so I have to play a 1-drop. I can name port here. I think I do, right? Or I can make a creature. Let's name port because port's killing me. I name Mox Diamond, right? Man, it's still a bucket. Maybe I should have left that because you can tap it. Mistake. Get 0 cards in hand. Great games. What do you want? Your boy's lucky. He always is. It's all luck. Good games though. A little mono white. Good to take a break and play a little bit. Had a good time today. Who would have thought? Hopping in. Is it time for a beer yet? 3:15. Too early. Who would have thought after work hopping in and play a little game? But what can I say about this deck? I really appreciate this Magic deck because it just incorporates a lot of good styles of Magic. There's a lot of depth to the game. There's quite a bit of thinking. There's quite a bit of angles. It's great. It has a variety of creatures and ECanonist, the taxing, the Wasteland events, the combo aspect, the removal aspect, the card advantage with the Smith. Mother of Runes. I mean, there's a great plethora of cards. Also with Painter involved, I think there's always a time and place for this deck. In my mind, playing red all the time is really good, so it's nice to audible back to this deck. The same with the blue stuff. But I had a good time today playing, and the guys that I'll give a shout out to Eddie the intern. I'll give a shout out to Nikki. Whoop that Nick in the Discord. A couple of the guys that play white. If you haven't joined, join. I know a lot of guys are experimenting with the dreadnought, stuff like that. Stoneforge Mystic, and guys do what you got to do. But excuse me, but in this circumstance, as far as what this deck is doing, if you're gonna play Painter, I think that I know Bowie Boy scares a lot of guys away, but this deck just coalesces. It's always coalesced very well, and it looks like the trim of like the Grindstone, the third Grindstone, the fourth Oswald, the Lion Sash. That's 3 cards, and there's one more card they trimmed for the 4 swords. I really like that package. I like the sideboard. I think I keep crying and keep hoping this Surge card. I think the card is phenomenal. Surge, Grixis Delver, Beans decks. It just prevents so much stuff. But I had a good time today. The deck was great. There's not much I want to change out of it. Again, you saw my game 2 where I played the 1-drop. Those are my only 2 answers. There used to be March of the Otherworldly Light in the sideboard as well, which I kind of could use. But when you start leaning on like a lot of removal and answers, stuff like that, like you start taking away from your style, your pressure, But anyway, that being said, the deck was great today. I had a good time, and I love Wasteland in a deck like this. Aether Vial is great. It's just great to take a good break, and I have some fun, and I'll continue to make them, and I had a good time. So I love you guys. If you haven't joined Discord, join Discord, and keep painting like crazy. Be safe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.